Listen, the person that hurt you cannot heal you. The person that's responsible for your pain does not have the power to heal that pain. I did a video on this a few months ago, but I feel like I need to revisit it and dig a little bit deeper because I feel like this topic is relevant, both for things that are going on personally in a lot of our lives, but also things that are going on in our communities. And so I wanted to touch on it again. First things first, my name is JD Garnier. I'm the host of Walking in Wealth radio show and the creator of the Melonomics podcast. My goal is to help you walk in wealth, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, to take the things that God has already given you and use them to create a life of purpose so that wealth means more to you than just what you acquire. Wealth is who you become. You are the wealth. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. The person that hurt you cannot heal you. The person that is responsible for your pain does not have the power to heal that pain. You know, when I was a kid, my dad was like a superhero to me. I looked up to him. I bit on every word. He didn't live with me, but I saw him every other weekend. He would come and pick me up. And when he picked me up, it was like I was spending time with Superman. I bit on every word he said. I listened to everything. I enjoyed our time together. And then one day when I think I was about 8 or 9 years old, one of my relatives tells me, hey, your dad is moving out of town and he's never coming back. And I remember that feeling. I remember the day. I remember exactly where I was. I remember what I was thinking when I heard that, because think about telling an 8-year-old kid that his dad is moving and he's never coming back. And the whole ride home, I was sitting in the car when they told me that. All I was thinking is that I'm gonna never see my dad again. And even though I did see him, he would come back and visit once or twice a year. It was never the same. And from that moment, this deep, deep resentment started building up in my spirit, in my mind, in my mentality. And as I got older and older, I had a bad attitude. I had a short temper. I was angry for no reason at all. I was disrespectful. I didn't respect authority. I was just becoming this very bitter and resentful person, and I didn't know what it was. I had no idea why I was like that. I was just like that. And it wasn't until I became a young adult that I realized that a lot of that anger and built up hurt and frustration was resentment that I had towards my father because of the way he left and the lack of our communication about it. And I had all of this deep resentment, all of this anger built up, and it was taking my life in a certain direction. And some light bulb hit me that I needed to forgive him. I had a conversation with one of my mentors. And from that conversation, I felt like I needed to have a conversation and forgive him. To make a long story short, I recognized that even though I held him responsible for the pain, for the hurt, for the resentment that I had, he didn't have the power to heal it. Even if he apologized, even if he recognized and told me he was sorry and embraced and loved me, he did not have the power to heal the things I was dealing with. It was on me to forgive, to move on, and to get over it, for me to get rid of that. And once I realized that and once I forgave him, it changed my life, changed everything about my life. And my point is that the person that hurt you does not have the power to heal you. Now, there's two ways we can go with that, on a personal level and on a community level. But on a personal level, we all are dealing with something. Abuse, betrayal, anger, hurt, mistrust, hate. We all are dealing with something. Somebody did something to us. Somebody affected us in some way, and it affects the way that we deal with relationships. It affects the way that we interact with people. That person is responsible for that happening. And even though it's their fault, they do not have the power to heal it. It's nothing that they can do. Even if they apologize, the damage is done. Even if they're remorseful, the damage has been done. Whatever they did to us is their fault, but they are powerless in making it better. I'll give you this example. If I stab you with a knife and that knife pierces your skin and you cut and you bleeding, I'm the one that did the damage. The knife pierced your skin, but that same sharp, dangerous knife, the knife that cut you, is powerless in healing that wound. The knife can't do it. The body has to heal itself. The body has to regroup, replenish, regenerate its cells, and heal that wound from the inside. That's the only way that that cut is going to heal. The knife can't do it. The person that used the knife can't do it. And so whatever you're dealing with in your life, right? Somebody did you something when you were a kid. A relationship went bad and it hurt you to your core. Somebody that you trusted betrayed you. They let you down. Whatever that hurt is that happened to you, it's somebody else's fault. They did it, but they are powerless in making it better. The only way it's going to get better is if you heal from within. It's on you. Even though it's not your fault, you have to do it. You have to regroup. You have to replenish. You have to regenerate to renew yourself. Because the person that hurt you cannot heal you. Now that's on a personal level. But let's talk about this on a community level. Because I feel like all of the things that we're looking for to heal our community, we're looking for somebody else to do. We're looking for somebody else to fix it. We're looking for somebody else to be the answer. But the person that hurt you cannot heal you. And so we all know the history. It's evident. It's written in stone. It's documented. Slavery, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, discriminatory lending, the crack epidemic, the crime bill. I can go on and on and on of things that have been done purposefully to our community. Things that have hurt us, that have affected us, that have destroyed us in many instances. But the person that hurt you cannot heal you. All of those things that were done, those things are not our fault. But it's our responsibility. They can't fix it. They cannot fix it. The government cannot fix it. Politicians cannot fix it. Corporations cannot fix it. Nonprofit organizations cannot fix it. Funding, charity, donations, they cannot fix the problems that are going on in our community. They can't fix the crime. They cannot fix the poverty. They can't fix the hurt. They can't fix the family dynamics. All of those things have to be repaired and healed from within. The person that hurt you cannot heal you. And so, as we look for solutions to fix all of our problems, we have to stop looking for them to fix the things that are wrong with us, even if it's their fault. Even if it's on them, even if they caused it, they're powerless to healing it. They're powerless to repairing it. The government cannot fix the crime in our communities. The police department cannot fix the crime in our community. Corporations cannot fix the poverty in our community. Something that causes our mindset cannot change our mindset. We have to change it. We have to fix it. We have to repair it. Once we take on that mindset, Once we understand that we are the wealth, that we are the ones that have to execute, that have to make it happen, then we're not going to be dependent on people to pass a law or to provide a stimulus or to give support. We are going to regroup, replenish, regenerate, and renew amongst ourselves. Once we have that mindset, that's the game changer. That is the game changer. The body heals from within. The body has its own healing mechanism so that whatever damages it, whatever hurts it, whatever wounds it, it knows how to heal. Because the person that hurt you cannot heal you. Remember that message. With the way that you live your life, with the things that you expect to happen, you are the wealth. You are the one that has to execute. I know what's happened. I know the people responsible. It's all documented. We know the history. But they can't help it. They cannot fix it. We have to fix it ourselves. And so I want you to remember that with the way that you live your life. I want you to remember that with the things that are relevant. If you're active in the community, just understand from a personal level and a community level, all of the things that we're dealing with, all of the problems, even the things that we did not cause ourselves, have to be healed from within. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. I need you to subscribe to the Walking in Wealth Melonomics YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at GarnierJD, Facebook at JD Garnier, and Twitter at JD Garnier1. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.